In this tutorial, I'll be showing how to make transfers on ContractLand's web-based exchange and wallet application. So in the application, I'm already logged into a wallet, and as you can see, I have balances on different assets on this address. And I can go to the Networks tab where I can see all my funds across different blockchain networks. On the left side, you have TerraChain, which is the native blockchain network that ContractLand runs on. And under here, you have ContractLand's native token CLC, you have CUSD, which is stablecoin, you have Bitcoin and Ether. And you can see it's all under the same address. And in the middle, you have Ethereum, which is also connected using the same wallet that you have logged into the web application. And you can see the address of Ethereum is the exact same as the address on TerraChain. This is because both Ethereum and TerraChain has similar wallet mechanisms. So the passphrase that you use to import the wallet will generate the same address between the two different networks. And you can see under Ethereum, I also have few token balances. And I don't have Bitcoin because Bitcoin is not on Ethereum. And on the right side, I have Bitcoin. And you can see Bitcoin only has one token, which is BTC itself. And you'll notice that the address of Bitcoin network generated from the wallet is slightly different from Ethereum's address or TerraChain's address. And this is because Bitcoin has a different address space mechanism for generating its addresses. And in order to transfer tokens across different networks, let's say, for example, if you want to transfer some Ether from Ethereum to TerraChain, all you need to do is click on the Transfer to Terra button under the Ethereum tab and input the amount you want to transfer. Let's transfer 2 Ether. And the transfer has been initiated. And this creates an on-chain transaction on Ethereum, which tells the network to transfer your tokens from Ethereum to TerraChain. And this process might take a couple of seconds because of the network latency delays of Ethereum itself. And as you can see here, the transfer has been completed, the transaction has been confirmed. Our balance on Ethereum has decreased from 18 to 16, and our balance of Ethereum on TerraChain has increased from 12 to 14. And the cross-chain transfer mechanism of ContractLand is actually very similar to the traditional mechanism of centralized exchanges. You can imagine them as, from the user experience side, they're quite the same. But what's different is what's happening underneath. On a traditional centralized exchange, when you deposit your funds into the exchange generated address, you don't have control over that address. The address, its private key is owned by the exchange instead of you. But when you do the transfer on ContractLand, let's say when I transferred my Ethereum tokens from Ethereum to TerraChain, I'm merely changing the funds from my address on Ethereum to my same address on TerraChain. I'm merely changing the funds from one network to another. So throughout this entire process, I have total control of my funds, and my funds never gets touched by a third-party address. So that's cross-chain transfers. And another type of transfer you can do on ContractLand's web app is transferring on the same network to another address. So if you want to make a payment to some business or just transfer funds to your friends and family, you can go ahead and click on the Balance tab, and then you have the option to transfer any token that you have. And this is transferring the token natively on TerraChain. So you can go ahead and input any address you like, and input the amount, and select the token that you want to transfer, and then go ahead and click transfer. The native transfer on TerraChain will be very, very fast. You will finish within 1 second. So transferring on TerraChain is a very efficient way to move funds between addresses. So these are the two types of transfer you can make on ContractLand: cross-chain transfer and native transfers.